Fuck, I was getting a drink. I missed the start. Damn it.
Uh-oh. Uh-oh. I forgot to mute the chat before we got in here. But, what's up, everybody? Welcome back. I am here a couple minutes late. Hold on, guys. Give me 1 second. Oh, I guess it's not there. All right. We're going to go ahead and go through tonight's starting lineup. It's here for ISSL Super Trucks Sunday Night Money. Let's go through the starting lineup. It's going to be Steve starting on the pole, Kevin second. We got Zachary in third, Jimmy in that fourth position, Sean in fifth, Matthew in sixth. John Ward's going to start in seventh, Matthew Lee in eighth, David ninth, Bobby Anderson in 10th. Corey's going to start in 11th, Ambrose in 12th. Followed by Danny in 13th, Francisco in 14th, Wally in 15th, Andrew M in 16th, Jordan 17th, Chris in 18th. Shane's going to start 19th, Daniel in 20th, Dylan 21st, Andrew S in 22nd, and Mark Vondell in that 23rd and final spot here tonight, guys, as these guys get set up to do 30 laps here tonight, I think. I don't even know. Payouts are 230, 115, 55, 35, and 25. It's going to be 30 laps here tonight as we get ready for the green flag out of turn number 4. Let me go ahead and put that ticker back up at the top, guys. Sorry I was a little bit late here tonight, guys. Sorry I was a little bit late. We're going to go ahead and move back down to the bottom as we get ready for some green flag racing. Somebody sent a message again. I want to make sure I got my chat box set up right. As we look for the green flag out of turn number 4, led by Steven as they hit the Geico restart zone. Green flag is out as they get on the gas. Heading towards turn number 1 and 2. Steven down low. He's got a big push from behind as he moves up to the top into turn number 1 and 2. Here comes Zachary looking low up underneath. He's going to take the lead coming out of turn number 2. Is he going to get help in time? Will that top side push to the front as they come down the back straightaway? Schultz, what's up, buddy? Thank you for the like. Appreciate it, bud. Appreciate it. And the share. As always, Chris, thank you for the like. Down the back straightaway into turn number 3. It's going to be Steve on the high side as Zach gets the push from behind. He's going to try and push even through turn number 3 and 4. Trucks here at Dega. Big money out there. Here tonight, $230 to win. Who's your picks out here tonight? Who do you think is going to win as they come down the back straightaway or front straightaway? Coming across the line, it's going to be, I don't know if Zach or Steven had it that time by, as it's a dead heat into turn number 1 and 2. What's up, Ox? Got Ox out in the chat talking about legends. Ox is a legend. The legend of Ox. Down the back straightaway is going to be a drag race heading towards turn number 3. If you guys haven't noticed, if this is your first one here tonight, everything you say, regardless of the platform, is going to show up in the top on the right-hand side of the stream. Zach, thank you for the like. That way you can see, I'm not talking to myself. I'm talking to somebody on YouTube or Twitch or Facebook, depending on where you're at, as they head into turn number 4, coming to the line, this time by, still side by side all the way through the field. Let's jump on board with Sean. Let's see. We're going to jump at the cockpit as he is giving a big push to Zach. They are dancing into turn number 1 and 2. He's got to back off through the turns and not push him through the turns here. Sometimes they just don't match up correctly. Sorry, guys, I'm just updating the YouTube stream as they come down the back straightaway. Looking for turn number 3 and 4. Everybody keeping it straight as of now as they head through the turn. Still 2 by 2, other than a couple straight out at the back of the pack. Everybody is side by side. What's up, Baker's mom? Baker's mom up in the chat. Oh, he's coming out to root on Matthew. As we say that, look who's forming that third lane. We got Matthew up to the top. He's trying to make his way up to the front as they head through turn number 1 and 2. I heard somebody say they're trying to back up. They don't want to be up in this as they're 3 wide out of turn number 2 down the back straightaway. These guys wasted no time to take it 3 wide. We got Sean, I think that is, backing out on the bottom side. He is going to go to the back. He didn't want to be part of that mess as they headed to turn number 3 and 4. Matthew Baker on the high side. He's got the run. Could he lead this time by? No problem, no problem. I enjoy doing it. Love having you guys out here. Down the front straightaway, Baker up against the wall. Is he going to lead this time by? Third lane prevails. Baker leads that lap that time by. Still 3 wide as they head through turn number 1 and 2. Oh, Steven moves up to the middle lane. Look at this. Here comes Daniel to the bottom side. What a race up at the front. Daniel's going to back out. Daniel's had enough. Steven's going to move back down to the bottom side as they head towards turn number 3. Side by side up at the front as Baker moves to the middle. Let's move back up front where it's more interesting. 3 wide up at the front pack as they come out of turn number 4. Will they get back 2 by 2 as it looks like Matthew Lee is losing the momentum up on the high side. Matthew's going to fall in line. They're going to get 2 by 2 through the field as they come across the line. Baker leads that time by. Yeah, stay 3 and clean. You're just waiting for Captain Chaos, right? Through turn number 1 and 2, it's calmed down a little bit. 2 by 2 seems pretty mellow here tonight as we got 25 laps to go. Guys, don't forget to get the stream a like, a share, and a follow. I see we got 3 over on YouTube. I appreciate it, guys. Obviously, it doesn't show me who did it, or I would thank you personally. But I definitely appreciate everybody who's given the stream a like over there. Helps us get found over there so we get more new people to watch. Parker Break says Ox. What's up, Ox? Ox over there on YouTube now. Out of the tri-oval coming to the line, it's going to be Steven. That time by as they come across the line. Good racing up at the front of the pack as these guys run clean, 2 wide. Pretty stable up here as the pack is done come back together. We're going to move back. Let's go see who's in this backpack here. We got Shane Shepard way out here by himself. Andrew missed the start. He's going to need a caution for some help. Mark Vondell, he's at the back of the pack here. He is right about where you want to be if you're going to run at the back. I think that Shane is a little too far back in that number 18. He is starting to lose the draft, and he is going to lose ground on those guys as they come through the tri-oval. Good racing, good clean racing. I love to watch these guys because they're so good with each other. You know, it does get a little dicey sometimes. Netcode will play a role in some of these races, but right now we are clean and green as they give each other plenty of room, 2 by 2. Even when they did the 3 wide, they gave each other a ton of room. As we got a blinker, that is the 04 Ambrose blinking down on the bottom side. Yeah, definitely a nice field. WJM Motorsports, what's up? Is that you, Roger? Or is it Bill? Into turn number 1 and 2. Steve's going to lead on the inside as Matthew on the outside. Will he get the run out of turn number 4 to lead this time by? Guys, we got a couple laps into this one. I didn't get a chance to ask earlier because I got in here a little bit late. Why don't you go ahead and let me know in the chat. Who you rooting for? Who do you think's going to win this one? $230 for the winner. Let's go through those payouts again. $230 for first, $115 for second, $55 for third, $35 for fourth, and $25 for fifth. Hey, at least you break even if you finish fifth. Down the back straightaway, I can see Andrew up there. Andrew is getting closed in on as he's got zero help, having to start from the pits after missing the start. That is not where Andrew wanted to be. He's going to have to, when the field catches him, he's going to have to stay in this lead pack in case the caution comes out so he can get that lucky dog. Coming across the line, going to be 21 laps to go, 9 laps in the books, clean and green as they head into turn number 1 and 2. Zach's going to control that bottom side as he's got, or Steve's going to control that bottom line as he's got Zach pushing as they come down the back straightaway. They are catching Andrew in a hurry down the back straightaway. Down into turn at number 3 and 4. Marlboro Man. What's up, Rob? It's Bill. Okay, cool. I wasn't sure if it was you or Roger. I don't know if Roger has any control of that one or not. Down the front straightaway, Andrew's going to go to the top side. It's going to be side by side up at the front of the pack as Andrew gets out of the way. He's going to be able to slide into line, keep with this draft, hopefully get that lucky dog as they come out of turn number 2. We got 20 laps to go down the back straightaway. Side by side all the way through the field, guys. Oh, yeah, I just saw somebody jump up, but that was on purpose. As they head through turn number 3 and 4. 9 people over on YouTube. Thank you for the likes. Appreciate it. What's up, Jake? What's up, buddy? I know I see it. They'll see it here in a minute. As they come down the front straightaway, Steve is going to lead the way. Coming to the line, Steve on the inside. Matthew does not have the same push, but that's okay. These guys got to keep it nice and clean. Keep those noses clean. Keep those tubs down. We still got 19 laps to go. No sense in chancing it now as they come down the back straightaway. Ooh, we got somebody trying to form that outside lane by themselves. That's going to be the 94 of Andrew M. As they head through turn number 3 and 4, still side by side up in the pack. Pretty quiet right now. Let's go check somebody in this field. Let's check about midfield. We'll jump in the cockpit. Just kind of see what they have to deal with right now as they just roll these trucks through the turns. Not trying to push it too hard. Shane, thank you for the like. Appreciate it, buddy. Appreciate it, bud. Down into turn number 1 and 2. You can see them. They're not pushing too hard yet as he's got Matthew Lee to his right side in that 0-4 as they come down the back straightaway. Rich, thanks for becoming a supporter. I don't know if that was just now or before, but I appreciate it, buddy. Thank you, Rich. As they run side by side out of turn number 4. Let's take a look from the blimp just to get an idea how bunched up these cars are. They're in a big pack here as they come down the front straightaway. The 94 of Andrew still trying to get the outside to work. He's got help as Daniel gets to his back bumper. Down into turn number 1 and 2. Side by side up at the front of the pack as we are starting to get some people loaded up in here. Guys, make sure you give the stream a like and a share as the third lane is starting to form once again. They got the top side rolling. Oh, the 24 is going to back out of that one as the top side starts to gain momentum in that third lane as they head through turn number 3 and 4. Can they make their way up to the front? They're definitely gaining ground with just 2 cars. Matthew Lee, the front car, the 94 of Andrew behind him. As they come out of turn number 4, they are almost side by side with that second row. Coming out of turn number 4, coming across, through the triangle across the line. Steve's going to lead it on that inside as they head through turn number 1 and 2. Matthew Baker in that middle lane. Probably the ideal spot to be is one of those 2 top lanes coming to the finish. 3 wide. Let's go. Let's go, says Jake. I agree with you. 3 wide. It's not showing you stars, Rich? It should be. That's weird. Out of turn number 4. It's going to be side by side up at the front as the 3rd line. Starts to get some more people up there. It is starting to gain some momentum as we are halfway through this one. This time by. Halfway through as Matthew Baker leads that time by. They're 3 wide up at the front. That is weird. I don't know. Are you guys seeing stars over on Facebook? Let me know. Rich says he can't see them. Out of turn number 2. Down the back straightaway. We got one that's going to bail out. He doesn't want any piece of that 3 wide as they come to turn number 3. Somebody's getting hot. I think that is going to be the top lane. I think that's a 94 Andrew who might be hot. He called it out. You have to push. You have to push constantly in that top lane. Out of turn number 4. Still 3 wide back from the 3rd lane on back as the top side loses a little momentum due to the temperatures. He's going to get those temperatures under control. They're going to try and make a run back. There we go. Appreciate it, Rich. Thank you, Rich, for the 333 stars. Appreciate it. Definitely appreciate everybody's support. You guys are freaking awesome. As they come down the back straightaway. Rich, I don't know if you've seen it, but I got a pinned comment on here. There's a link in there, the fbe.com/stars. If you are on your phone, it's cheaper to get them through there. You get more through there for the same money anyway. Michael, thank you for the like. Appreciate it. Out of turn at number 4. Still side by side up at the front. Looks like the 3rd lane starting to get organized again as we're going to have 13 laps to go. I'll tell you what, Andrew hoping on a caution flag is not getting it. Andrew has not gotten that caution flag. He's going to need it. Shade Shepard, even more laps down than him. So Andrew will be the lucky dog if he gets it. He might be smart moving to the back, knowing nobody is going to be on the same lap as him. And he's going to get that lucky dog if the caution flag comes out. Christina, thank you for the follow over on Facebook. Appreciate it. Appreciate it. As they head into turn number 3. 3 wide for the lead as the top side has come alive again. Matthew Lee up top. He's got Andrew on his heels as they come out of turn number 4. These guys out here looking like pros up on that top lane. Making it 3 wide. Let's make it 4 wide. 4 wide down the front straightaway. Oh, that was just a little switcheroo. That was about that was the most perfect switch I think you could have made in that 3rd lane as Andrew needed to bail out for those temperatures. Top side's going to lose a little bit of momentum, but I think they're going to be all right. We got lap traffic up ahead. We're going to see if that lap car will go down on the... Oh, it didn't work. That's weird. That's the one that Facebook gives me. Huh. I'll send it to you. Out of turn number 4. Because, stay 3 and clean, Baker's mom says again. They got it 3 and clean. These guys are doing a good job, but, that's weird. Joe, thank you for the like as they come across the line again with 11 laps to go. Pretty quiet so far. As these guys are pretty mellow up here. Who is that on the outside with him? Let's see if I can figure out who is up to the top side. Okay, it is Chris on the top side with Matthew Lee. Let's jump on board with him. Rich, you know that logo. As they head into turn number 3 and 4, lap traffic goes on the apron to get out of the way. He's got to back it down quite a bit to not spin out as they come out of turn number 4. Just to give him an idea, just to give you an idea how hard they got to push on the top side. Look at them go as they come down the front straightaway across the line. 10 laps to go. Only 2 cars on the top side. You got to push awfully hard. He needs some help up there to make that work. As they come out of turn number 2. Yeah, I figured you'd like that one, Rich. As here comes Matthew Lee on the high side. The 04 Ambrose is going to go ahead and back out. He's got some connection issues. Is he backing all the way out? Ambrose having connection issues is going to get out of the pack out of respect for these guys. Out of turn number 4. Top lane is coming alive. As they come to the line, can Matthew Lee lead at the line this time by? Ooh, we got another blinker in the middle of this pack. I think it might have been the 19 of Jimmy as they come across the line. Oh, that is Matthew Lee in the 04. Matthew Lee is really good. Out of turn number 2, down the back straightaway. Like, he's pro caliper. I don't know how he hasn't made the pros yet, but he's definitely capable of being a pro on the NASCAR side. Heading for turn number 3, top side, trying to get organized. They got 4 trucks up there now. 4 trucks up in that third lane as they come out of turn number 4. It's going to be 9 laps to go. Coming to 8 laps to go. Caution free so far as they come through the tri-oval. Who's going to lead this time by? It's going to be Steve down on the bottom side as the third lane tries to get organized. I'll tell you what, if they get organized, that third lane is going to be dangerous. Out of turn number 2, down the back straightaway. I don't know if they changed something, but the drafting looks so much better than it did last week as they headed to turn number 3. Third lane gaining that momentum as Matthew Lee digs on the high side with a big pushes from Chris. Chris definitely working hard with the 04 as they come out of turn number 4. Here comes the third lane. They're going to be 3 wide coming to the line this time by. Who's going to lead at the line? It's going to be Steve, barely. I was about to call it Matthew. Oh, you know what? If you're one of the guys behind him, it's scary. But if you're the guy that's blinking, everybody around you disappears. So you're sitting there. Let's say you're the 19 and you blink. You're surrounded by cars, then all of a sudden everybody's gone. Most of the time. Not always. Heading down towards turn number 3. Still running strong. 3 wide on the high side. Will more people join them as they head through turn number 3 and 4? If they can get that top line organized, I mean, just those 2 cars are doing phenomenal up high by themselves. Imagine they get a couple more drivers out there. Those other rows might be in trouble as Matthew gets it that time by. 6 laps to go. These guys have figured out who they want to run with, making a plan as it is almost go time here tonight. But with 3 wide, it's hard. There's nowhere to go. You can't make a 4th lane happen. Maybe on the front straightaway, coming to the checkered if you want to chance it. But you can't really make it go now. You've got to pick your lane and figure out where you're going to go from there, especially if there's a big one. 3 wide up at the front as we are starting to stack them up high out of turn number 4. Gotta wonder about these temperatures. These guys have to pay attention as it looks like Matthew Lee might actually lead this time by on that third lane. He does lead as they come across the line on that third lane. I said that third lane is going to be dangerous if they get organized. They have organized themselves as they head through turn number 1 and 2. Hold your line and your breath. Jake said that right, 100%. I'll let him know, Rich. I'll let you know. Down into turn at number 3 and 4. So, Rich has put out $100 if Matthew Lee can take the win. As they went through turn number 3 and 4, third lane loses a little momentum. I believe it has to do more with temperatures than anything. As they come out of turn number 4. Coming to the line, it's going to be 4 laps to go. 4 laps to go. Matthew Lee leading the top side. Matthew Baker leading the middle lane. Steven leading that bottom lane as they come out of turn number 2 down the back straightaway with 4 laps to go. These guys starting to shuffle it up a little bit more in the back, trying to figure out where they're going to go. They slowly continue to bunch up. The drama is starting to build. Just to give you an idea how close these guys are, I love this view off the nose as we jump off the nose of Matthew Lee as they come to the line. It looks like it's going to be Baker. Is it going to be Baker or Steve this time? If that was the finish, I'd have no clue who would win. I don't know if he's the only one. That's a good question. That is a good question. Out of turn number 2, down the back straightaway. I don't know if Matthew came in with anybody else or not. We'll have to look. Nope, there's another one. I seen it, the 24. The 24 is also. I don't know if there's anybody else. But they are 3 wide up at the front as they come out of turn number 4. Coming to the line, it's going to be 2 laps to go. There's at least one more in here, Rich. They looked to make it 4 wide, but did not do it. Daniel's going to get back in line. Daniel would be the one to try and take it 4 wide. It can work if they do it correctly. Here comes Daniel in the 4th lane into turn number 1 and 2. Daniel's going to work that top side, try to get that 4th lane to work. That is sketchy as they come down the back straightaway. Sometimes you just got to make it happen. He's going to lose that momentum as they head towards turn number 3 through turn number 3 and 4. We are going, if they don't wreck out of turn number 4, we're going to get green the whole way. Right? What's up, Max? Yeah, that was insane for sure. Out of the tri-oval. One flag is out. 1 lap to go. All bets are off. Who's going to win this one? 3rd lane has lost its momentum. Can they gain it coming out of turn number 2? Out of turn number 2. Will he get the push? Oh! We got what? Kevin slides up, I think that is. To the top side. Big push. Steven doing the blocks. Into turn number 3. Will they survive? Left car up ahead. Oh, it's getting sketchy here, guys. Out of turn number 4. Looking for the line. It's going to be Steve in the middle lane. Zach down low. Matthew Baker goes high. They're shuffling down the front straightaway. Who's going to take the win? We got one through the grass. That's Andrew the Wrecking. The Wrecking. It's going to be Steve with the win. Baker second. Francesco out of nowhere in 3rd. There's your other premier driver, Rich. Wow. What the heck just happened? That was a wild one. That was an awesome race. Let's watch that one come into the checker. Look at, oh, they wrecked, a little bit of net code there. Look at, oh. What a win. What a win. And the money's going to be Steve, Matthew, Francesco, Matt Lee, and Zachary are your top 5. Troy, thank you for the like. Yeah. I got you. Hold on. We're going to go back, Andrew. Or, we're going to go back, Ian. Alright, so we're going to go back and take a look at this last wreck here. Alright, so we're going to back it up. Alright, so we're going to watch a lot of this because there's a lot to happen here. But Ian wants to take a look at... Oh, you want the chopper. Never mind. I was doing far chase. We're going to go watch this in the chopper here as these guys come out of turn number 4. It was just... Wow. 92 got forced down. Did that one work for you, Ian? Oh my God. Oh! Big wreck. All right. No, not tonight. That was wild, though, Rich, for sure. They almost got there. Jeremy, thank you for the like. Yeah, it looks like hard racing. I agree with you. All right, let's go in and see if we got our top 3 in there. Actually, let's go through the results, and then I'll hit up the top 3. I like to do this first. All right, Steve, with the win. That was a phenomenal race, Ian. That was a phenomenal. And I barely made it. I barely made it in time. So, Steve, with the win. Matthew Baker, 2nd. Francesco, 3rd. Matthew Lee in 4th. Zachary, 5th. John, 6th. Sean Hill, 7th. Daniel, 8th. Chris in 9th. David Sheets in 10th. Dylan Jones, 11th. Denny in 12th. Wally Babb in that 13th position. We got Bobby Anderson 14th. Corey 15th. Mark 16th. Jordan 17th. Andrew 18th. Then it's going to be, finish it out, it's going to be Kevin 19th. Jimmy Crow 20th. Ambrose 21st. Andrew 22nd. And Shane Shepard in that 23rd position. Let's go ahead and bring in our top 3. Oh, I gotta unmute this. Hold on. Francesco, James of the booth, get a copy.
Yes, sir. Got you loud and clear.
Man, what a freaking race, and you sneak through to 3rd. That was chaos out of turn 4.
Yeah, I was running in the back majority of the race. I thought fuel was going to be an issue, and then I saw it was 4 laps to good, and I'm like, oh boy, I better start pushing because it didn't look like there was going to be a wreck happening. And so I just decided to push, and right there at the end, the hole opened up, and I gave 25 a bump, and we were even. But when he moved, I guess where the bump moved him down a bit, it caused me to give him a bad bump, and that wreck began.
Yeah, that was definitely a crazy one. It was just a lot of hard racing, a stack up. I mean, tell me how you navigate or you figure out that last lap there, because most of the time, especially in a clean race like that, at the end everybody's going to get a little push. You're already 3 wide. There's not a lot of room to go, and the big one's usually going to happen.
The biggest thing there is, or at least what I like to do, is stick to the bottom for majority of the race. Just in case there is something that happens, you have a lot more real estate to work with rather than the high side.
Mm-hmm.
But right there, coming on that last lap, I was actually 11th, so I stuck in there, and I think there was a big checkup, if I'm not mistaken, on the middle line. And what happened was it opened up just enough of a hole to that middle. So once that happens and you figured it's going green, you got to move up and take advantage of any positions you can get and just go with where the momentum was going. So that's why on coming to the checkered flag, I didn't move up with the 5 because I saw all the momentum was right there in the middle. So it's a matter of just holding on to that momentum, and if you see a spot open, you got to take it.
So I might break your heart a little bit more here. You run for PRS, right?
Yes, I do.
Well, somebody had offered an extra $100 if a PRS driver had won it. It was Rich Murtaugh.
I know. Yeah, so close.
So, but no, still a great run. You're still finishing the money. You got to be happy. Why don't you go ahead and give a shout out to friends, family, sponsors?
I gotta give a shout out to Premier. Obviously, they're on my truck.
Yeah.
What's it called? Shout out to the Leviathans or gaming org I'm a part of. So I want to give a shout out to them, and shout out to y'all and Ian for putting on the broadcast and the race. This is my second time doing it, and overall I've had a lot of fun. Been enjoyable. Here it was really clean racing, so really enjoyable. So appreciate all that from everybody.
Yeah, that was one of the. I mean, a lot of Ians tend to be really clean, but that was one of the best ones. Rich said maybe next time. So great run here tonight. Definitely appreciate you guys putting on a show, and hope to see you in the next one.
I appreciate it.
No problem, bud. Have a good one.
Yes, sir.
All right, great finish by Francesco. We're going to talk to one of the fan favorites here. One of the fan favorites, especially Baker's mom's favorite, Matthew. What's up, buddy?
What's up, James?
Man, what a run here tonight. Man, you had that middle lane going really good, and a few times that third lane would pop out, and then Steve comes up there and moves to the middle lane. I mean, at that point, you pretty much just had to push.
Yeah, I was hoping I could maybe back off, get a little bit of a run, and Kev would go with me, but then he bailed on me again. But it was still a good run. It was a lot of fun. Matt got me the second, so thanks to him. But it looked like it was a good finish. It was a lot of fun racing. I'm sure it was a good broadcast to watch.
It was phenomenal, and you probably missed the part where Daniel took it 4 wide further back and was making some ground by himself on the 4th lane.
Oh, Daniel's awesome, man. I love watching him run. He's one of the best super speedway racers we got, so it's a lot of fun to run against him. Sad he wasn't up here with Dylan, but it was a lot of good racing up front, so it's going to be hard to get up there.
we got a nice little wink from that's your mom, I'm assuming. Yeah, about that comment, but man, a great run. I mean, this is just a phenomenal group, and it seems to get better every week. It seems like these times have worked a little bit better for Ian's group, so you get a bigger field, but definitely some good drivers. But that creates more competition for you, but you still got to enjoy it.
Yeah, it's a lot of fun. You know, you're not going to win every week. It's super speedway racing, so you got to take what you can get and just have fun while you're doing it. And this group makes it fun to run with, and I'm glad we kept it clean the whole way through, 3 wide, all the way to the finish.
I definitely appreciate watching those kind of races too. Why don't you go ahead and give a shout out to friends, family, and sponsors?
Yeah, just thanks to Coasty and Thunder, MVG Motorsports, Warriors Wraps. Thanks for the family watching back at home, Baker and Son Construction. Thanks to Matt. I know we weren't really hooked up there in a row, but he was controlling the top lane really well. He was getting a good push from, I think it was McGonigal behind him. And then thanks to Lima and Corsac and Freeze for keeping it clean. Thanks for putting on the broadcast, and thanks to Ian for putting on the race.
Well, great run, and I know I'll see you in the next one, so I'll see you next time.
Thanks, bud.
Later, bud. All right, we're going to bring in our winner. I'll tell you what, you made that money move moving to the middle there. Yeah, you made that move to the middle in front of Baker, and I'll tell you what, that was a $230 move right there.
Yes, sir. It's fun when it pays off and it actually works. I thought I was done for.
You know, I mean, you guys were running pretty hard. You're stuck on the bottom lane for a while. And you know, coming out of turn 4, that middle lane is so fast. But you had to be worrying about the stack up, but it was so clean for so long. I mean, how impressive was that to be up at the front and knowing you were 3 wide and everybody was pushing it really hard, but everybody was so clean and respectful.
Yeah, honestly, that was a really clean race. You know, anytime that it's clean like that, you can run 3 wide and the whole race goes caution free. That's fantastic. The racing was great, and everyone did a really good job.
Well, I got to tell you, you did something better than what the Indians and the Browns do, and got to win. I just noticed that it said Cleveland, Ohio. I like Cleveland. I got a lot of friends. I did cell phones for a while. I used to go out there a lot. So, but man, that was phenomenal. You mean Matthew just stayed on your bumper at the end there? I mean, you had to be loving it, knowing that he didn't make the move out.
Yeah, you know, I was just really lucky he decided to commit to me. And also Kevin Freese gave me a huge shove at the end that kind of propelled me for the rest of the gap I needed.
For sure. Well, why don't you go ahead and get a shout out to friends, family, sponsors?
Yeah, shout out to you guys for the broadcast. Can't wait to watch it here soon. And shout out to Ian and his league. It's really fun racing. Enjoyed it. And shout out to Dale Cup, the teammates, Zachary Lima, he was in here tonight, and Kevin Freese ran with us, and we were all up front the whole time.
It definitely good run. Great to watch you guys. Hopefully I see you at the next one.
Thanks, man. Have a good night.
You too. Thanks. That was our winner, Steve. Man, it has been a long night for me. 3 broadcasts. I've been going since, about 7 o'clock. So we're going to call it an end. And guys, I appreciate you coming out. As always, until next time, be safe and have a good night.